What's up, guys? Welcome back. As you can see, I'm playing some World at War today, and there is a massive reason why I'm doing this. There's been loads of talk recently about the new Call of Duty's coming out. Obviously, Raven Software did the remastered version of Call of Duty 4, which they did a fantastic job on. And there were some other people, some other YouTubers, somebody on Thunderstruck Gaming saying about a 4-year life cycle on Call of Duty, which I think would be a terrible idea. I don't think they should do a 4-year life cycle. I don't think we need another software company bringing another Call of Duty. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about was having a remastered Call of Duty every single year. And there's a couple of things that I want to say about this. And firstly is that I don't think it would be every single year, because there are some software companies like Raven, if they actually did join, and Sledgehammer Games. And Sledgehammer Games have only done one game, which was Advanced Warfare, which is probably a terrible game, so why would you want it remastered in the first place anyway? And I can't see it being every year, because it would have to be with each developer. So Infinity Ward, when they're doing their one, like they did this year, they're on Call of Duty 4. If it was Treyarch, maybe they'd bring back Black Ops or World at War, which would be fantastic. But with bringing back any kind of remastered game comes all the problems that you had with the game in the first place, which is what some of the other YouTubers have been talking about. Is that, you know, do they go back into the game and then start changing it, or do they leave the game in the original state it was in? So what I'm kind of trying to say is that, okay, so let's say this time it's Infinity Ward, so they're bringing back Call of Duty 4, and then after that, let's just say it was Treyarch, for the sake of argument. It was Treyarch, and they're going to bring back World at War, right? My problem with having a remastered game is nothing wrong with the remastered game. I think what Raven done with the new Call of Duty, putting the badges up, which we didn't have before, and maybe changing some of the sounds. I mean, the game looked fantastic, and I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job if they brought back World at War. Is the fact of some of the perks. Now, if you go into World at War and look at the perk 1 slot, you've got Special Grenades ×3, Satchel Charges ×2, Bazooka ×2, Bomb Squad, Bouncing Betty ×2, Bandler, and then Primary Grenade, and then Flamethrower. I mean, some of those stuff there would kind of be... it would be in your equipment kind of side of things. So would they start to bring back a different... to change the system completely and then put it into equipment? Because in the perk 1 slot, for me, there's only a couple that you'd use, and that'd be like Bomb Squad, Bouncing Betty, and then Bandler. I mean, nobody really uses Grenades ×2 as far as I can see. And if you go into like perk 2, you got Stopping Power, Fireworks, Flat Jacket, Gas Mask, Juggernaut, Camouflage, Sleight of Hand, Shades, Double Tap, and Overkill. I mean, you might get somebody using Overkill, you might get a few people using Double Taps, but everyone's going to be using Stopping Power and Juggernaut. No one uses Sleight of Hand, and hardly anybody uses Camouflage. And when you do use Camouflage or Sleight of Hands or one of the other kind of perk 2 perks, is that you're a massive disadvantage. And that was one of the reasons they got rid of Stopping Power in the first place, and Juggernaut, is because then it kind of puts the playing field on a level kind of plane, if you get what I'm trying to say. That's what I wonder if they're going to do. I mean, I would love World at War to be remastered, because it, like I said, with NW3 is a really good Call of Duty for me. I really like the game, and World at War again is another Call of Duty that I really like. They're not quite the same when you go back and start playing them again years after they were in their prime, because there's people glitching and doing all weird stuff. I mean, I played World at War a little while ago, that's why I got this gameplay, and excuse me, I had a really good time playing it, but there are definite things that are broken. So if you go into perk 3 and have a look, you got Deep Impact, Extreme Conditioning, Steady Aim, Tossback, Second Chance, Martyrdom, Fireproof, Dead Silence, Iron Lungs, and Recon, basically, which is, I can't remember what that does. So you might use Deep Impact. I mean, Extreme Conditioning I've got on my class that I'm using at the moment, which is very handy. Steady Aim, another one that's good. Second Chance was a pile of shit. Martyrdom, again, it's a good job that they got rid of that. Fireproof, I mean, it stops you from getting hit by fire stuff, which is not going to be really going to happen for you in this game. And then Dead Silence, which is kind of not a bad perk to use. And there are no real kind of sound perks in this, I don't think. If I look at the last one, I don't know what it does. Oh, it shows people on the radar when they're talking. I think that's the last one, the Recon one. The point I'm making is that if they do remaster Call of Duty, how much are they going to change the game? And if they do start changing the game around, how many people are going to be pissed about the fact that they changed it? I mean, people are pissed on Call of Duty 4, the remastered version, that they've put the badges and the badges are too much in the way, or they've changed the sound of certain guns. I mean, for people that have never played the games that have been remastered, or have the only game that's been remastered so far, they're not really going to worry about it because they never know anything about it. And the people that are moaning about the little tiny details that are being remastered, I mean, really, is that what you're going to moan about? I mean, the game looks fantastic. So my question is, should there be a Call of Duty remastered every single year, or to do with each developer? So an Infinity War game gets developed every time Infinity War game comes out. A Treyarch game like World at War gets remastered every time a Treyarch game comes out. What do you think? I think they should, but if they're going to do it, they need to go back into the game and start tweaking it a little bit. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's all I got for today. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and just have a look at this. I call in dogs, and I get no kills. Bye.